I have this, what I call the FAB framework, and exactly that is focus, right? The first thing you want to do is you need to get clear about who you are, right?
Mm,
Who you are, self-awareness, what's important to you. You know, ask yourself this question: what will matter to me most at the end of my life? And
mhm.
that it's going to be more clear, right? So knowing who you are, when you know, because like I said, I was basing my life on family first, but I felt off. I felt wonky. I felt, it wasn't the right thing for me. Right. So spending some time with yourself, you teach mindfulness. The
Mhm.
mindfulness is where you're going to connect with the authentic you. So knowing who you are, then you can decide what you want. Right. And so making those decisions, really creating a life vision it's really deciding for your life. And that is not to say that you can't pivot and change and morph and change, because you should. As you're growing, you should be morphing and changing, right? And you don't have to be so rigid in this is what I want. You can open it up for spirit, open it up for God, open it up for we don't know everything, right? For the synchronicities that happen, right? So you're moving in a direction, something comes your way, and maybe this is but consciously, right? It's not just oh, I'm just going to go this way and that way, really, but really based on who you are.
Okay, cool. So knowing who you are, what matters to you, what are your values? Are there certain questions you ask to help people understand what their values are? If they're like, I don't know, I value a lot of things.
Yeah, and you can go online and you can search up core values, and I mean hundreds of words you'll come up with. But you really know that question that I asked: what will matter most at the end of your life? One of my core
Mhm,
values is making a difference. Okay, so I
mhm,
need to be adding those things into my life all the time, every day if possible. Right. And the growth, that would be the books that I read when I'm doing my morning routine. But
mhm.
and you can, and it doesn't have to, they don't have to be huge steps. They can be just little things that you do. But really, what matters the most to you? What are those? I know that family is important to me. So what am I going to do? Am I going to, if I have the choice between working on my business or helping my child, I'm probably going to choose the helping my child, because that's family is, my business is not in my top five core values. The making a difference is, but I can do that in other ways. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
what matters most, what matters most to you is really the really important
And
question.
ranking it, I'm hearing, like ranking it, like
Right.
let me really decide this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3. What did you do then and what do you continue to do to turn that negativity, those negative thoughts into something that's more maybe realistic or positive that's just nicer to live with?
Yeah, yeah. I part of that fab framework that I was talking about, it's aligning.
Mm,
Aligning is the A. So aligning your thoughts.
mhm,
Because if you are feeling, if I was feeling that negativity and pessimism, that does not align with the woman that I'm becoming, right? So I've got to step it up. There's just shifting the thoughts. Gratitude, huge. I like to call gratitude the back door to abundance, right? Because
mhm,
it's you're refocusing. Or appreciation. Appreciation is even better than gratitude,
mhm.
because you can appreciate, anything. I can appreciate that, that I don't know. I like the way that this shirt feels on me. I can appreciate my bed right now. I do a lot. I love my bed right now. but shifting your thoughts, little things like your I am statements. Be careful what you put behind the I am, right?
Mm,
If you're saying I am tired, this is what you're going to get. If you're saying, I am I am, I'm, like I said earlier, I am curious about feeling well rested. I wonder what it would be like kind of inquisitive questions, asking
Mhm,
yourself, but
mhm,
changing those I ams. When we say I am overwhelmed, I am tired, it's almost like we're inviting it in, we're asking it in. I like to say things like up until now. If I say something, if it slips and I say, I'm so tired up until now, or up until now, I felt tired. Up until now, I was angry with my husband, or up until now, whatever it might be. It's those subtle
mm,
shifts in the way that we talk to ourselves and the words that we put out in the world, and as well as changing your vibe, aligning your vibration, right? Because we're not going to attract and become that woman who feels amazing 3 years from today if we're in that contractive negative energy, right? So there's so many things that we can do to move our bodies that can shift that energy, like moving your body, right?
mm,
Like finding little things, little bits of joy. We got chickens in the spring, because we're spending so much time at home. So
mhm,
our chickens bring us so much joy. So going out to just visit with the chickens, little bits of joy. In the springtime, when the little tendrils on the cucumbers, and just watching, being out in nature, so many little things that we can do to shift that negative energy. And like I've talked about earlier, it could be 100 times in a day, depending on what's going on in my life, or
mm.
in but that it's the shifting our thoughts, shifting our vibration.
Catch new episodes of the Mindful Mama podcast and other free resources, including the Mindful Mom Guide at mindfulmamamentor.com. You can listen to every back catalog episode, including interviews with Dr. Dan Siegel, Janla Van Zant, Sharon Salzberg, and get meditations, join our private Facebook group, and more. Go to mindfulmamamentor.com now. I'll see you there.